taking a taxi to True Value Hardware. What's the name of this village? What's this called? Is this Bahia?
هذا؟ لا مهبولة هذا. مهبولة.
Fahula? Staying at the Hilton, it is quite a hike from downtown. What's this? What's going on here?
Okay, well that little escapade was me getting pulled over by the police. See, photography apparently is not permitted, video photography, because terrorists have even been known to use that to indicate targets in the past. Well, wouldn't have been that big a deal, I guess, you know, for someone who has a visa, but for me, it was kind of an ordeal. The police officer in the undercover Mercedes there was giving me pretty detailed questioning about who I am, you know, and I waved my little press pass and pretended like I didn't understand what he was saying for most of what he was saying. He was explaining to me that photography is not permitted and that this is a very warm place, he said, for Americans right now, which I think he meant that this is like a hot zone, you know, like dangerous area. But he then wanted to take me to the station to review my tape, and that would have been really bad because at some point during that process he would have asked to see my passport, which does not have a visa, which could have been, you know, trouble for me. So at that point I suggested I call Mr. Halidi at the Ministry of Information, and he kind of backed off and ultimately let me go. I think what he was really looking for at that point was a little bribe action. But and so when I said I would call someone else, then he kind of backed off. But anyway, it's hard to tell, you know, because I wasn't going to overtly offer a bribe given my visa situation, and I don't think he was going to overtly ask for a bribe, given, you know, how corruption is frowned upon. Anyway, that's just one of the many stresses one encounters here in Kuwait. My stresses of the day, that kind of pales in comparison to the rest of my stresses, although that could have meant, you know, imprisonment and everything like that. The current real stress is the fact that housekeeping has apparently thrown away my camera battery and charger. I guess because it was wrapped in a plastic bag, they kind of thought it was garbage and threw it away. The fact that my room is filled with plastic bags and garbage, I don't know why they would single out this particular item for destruction, but the fact that they've thrown out that battery meant that I had to go out into town to get a new battery. I was already going into town to return a power inverter, which would have allowed me to operate AC current off of a car battery. I got this piece of machinery for 30 kD, which is about $100, and then was alerted to the fact by a friend of mine at U.S. News and World Report, who bought the same identical piece of equipment, that it doesn't work because Humvee batteries are 24 volts, and the inverters that every reporter in this theater is buying only convert from 12 volts. So basically it wouldn't have worked. But I'm glad that Julian told me that this morning, which allowed me to return that and get my 30 kV back. Take the cab to True Value, return that, and then take it into the city where I was going to buy a camera battery. My cabbie that you saw in the video charged me 15 kD for the ride, which a week ago even would have been a 4 kD ride. Now, 15 kD, $45. It's now more economical, given the fact that the taxi cabs have jacked up the prices on your rides. Like a ride from the hotel into town, 15 kD, like unbelievably expensive. To rent a car, because that's one way, to rent a car costs 23 kD, so now you would think it would be more economical for me to rent a car. Unfortunately, every car in this entire country has been rented, according to the Hertz person downstairs. It would have been 23 kD. I actually priced renting a car earlier in the week when earlier in the late last month, for Christ's sake, when I moved out to the Hilton, and I determined it was more economical to just take taxis going 4 to 7 kD, depending on where you go into the city, versus a 23 kD car rental. But now, with a taxi cab ride to and a taxi cab ride from the city, running about 30 kD, which is $100, excuse my language, it's more economical to rent a car, but you can't do it now. Welcome to Kuwait. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the cabbie drops me off into town, where I go to buy a battery for my outstanding point-and-click camera. Beautiful camera, the S30, Canon S30. Wonderful camera, 3.2 megapixels, like 10 times zoom. Awesome, awesome camera. Not available in the Middle East. It's powered by a unique battery that, like the camera, is not available in the Middle East. Trying to get one ordered is what is going to take a lengthy period of time, according to the manager at the Canon distributor for Kuwait. I'm going to call him at 4 o'clock to find out just how lengthy that will be. See, here in Kuwait, they take a siesta, like from say 12:30 to 4. They open up by 10, work until 12:30, take the big noon prayer break, until 4 o'clock, and then business resumes again. It's currently about 20 after 2 in the middle of the siesta, and you can accomplish nothing here, which is why I had to take a cab back from the city to the Hilton. And I had a cabbie who hadn't been out to the Hilton before charge me 4 KD. So 2 cab rides today, essentially the same distance. The one this morning was 15 KD. The one right now was 4 KD. Kind of hard to argue and barter with a cabbie who doesn't speak English, and I don't have a visa. I can haggle typically in some transactions, but the cab ride thing, they're adamant, and it's like a cab mafia. So anyway, the guy who dropped me off here for 4 KD, I'm sure when he talked to the other cabbies waiting in the parking lot, would charge the next person now 15 KD. At any rate, that's my life in Kuwait. Oh yeah, no. Back to the camera thing. Yeah. So it will take a lengthy period of time for me to get the battery for my S30. Well, the alternative is buying a new camera. Price them for a digital camera, about $500, because housekeeping threw away my battery. That's another little thing about Kuwait, is that every single place you turn, someone's holding you upside down by your ankles, trying to drain you of any kind of money. So, yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with the camera. I'm hoping. Now, the Marines, which were supposed to have embedded me already and stuck me in the field, are now unable to find their gas masks that they were going to give reporters. So they're talking about delaying the embedment process until possibly as late as next Wednesday. Right now, it's still scheduled for Friday, but that's probably not going to happen. Which means that if it's only going to take 2 or 3 days, if that's what lengthy means, then I'll order the battery, and hopefully I will get it in time before I go in the field. Of course, today being Friday here in Kuwait, the order won't be processed until, because today is Wednesday. Thursday and Friday are their days off. Saturday is the start of the business week again, which means they would place an order to shipment here on Saturday back in the United States, where it's like Saturday, so then that order wouldn't be processed until Monday, which would mean they have 2 days to get it out here next week before I get embedded. Thinking it's not going to happen, thinking I'm actually going to have to buy a camera. Now, that's going to be the kind of cost that I'm going to have to eat from this trip, a number of them, and I'm freaking going broke. So, hate Kuwait, sick of it, stress at every turn. Expensive stress at every turn, by the way. And since I don't know who I'm talking to, I think I'll say adios, or assalamu alaikum, as I would say around here.
That's you gonna carry that with you?
Yep. I have extra room.
Keep the white bags.
Now that I don't need to carry laptop batteries, there's extra space.
Why don't you need to carry a laptop?
Because my laptop won't operate off of battery.
Is this totally recording?
It's already recorded.
It won't operate off battery power.
Right. Yeah. Fried motherboard or some other catastrophic event.
Here we have Dennis O'Brien. He's happy to be here.
8 in the morning.
Don Feiner.
Happy to be here, sir.
Happy to be here, sir. David Albritton, CNN. Also happy to be here.
Outstanding, sir.
They're all standing out here.
Thanks.
Was that it?
Hey, Sergeant Drafton, how many of these fine young reporters you think are going to come home in a bag?
And which one specifically? It's people that run off by themselves. Stick with your unit, you'll be all right.
You hear that? Don't go making the sprint for Baghdad.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see Dennis O'Brien on the pointy and the pointy spear.
Yes.
This pointy head.
So do you miss the ship? Me neither.
I like it out here. They complain about it. I like it. I don't have any complaints.
You guys came over on a ship together?
What's that?
You guys came over on a ship together?
Yep.
How long was the ride?
Oh, a month and 2 days. Not that I wasn't counting every day.
It's a long ride, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. No. Oh, Jesus.
A month and 2 days?
Yeah.
What'd you sail out of?
Out of Norfolk.
Oh, really? I've always wanted to be on the ocean that long. Not in that size boat.
No, you didn't want to know.
You're saying being on the ocean all that long is not that much fun.
I'd recommend a cruise ship, not troop berthing.
There you go. Not true birthing. There you go.
So it's the birthing that's tight and cramped and
But, I mean, I didn't spend time in there, you know, except to go to sleep in the shower and whatnot.
pretty much everything else you're up on that.
I didn't marinate in there like, you know, the ground pounders, the grunts and whatnot, the infantry units.
Why did they stay down there?
They didn't have a necessary office space. You know what I mean? So if they weren't in the berth and they were out in, you know, one of the decks training. Otherwise, they were back in there.
They couldn't just go up on deck and say, hey, I need some air?
No, flight deck up top.
That's not how it worked.
Oh, you guys want to carry it?
Amphibious assault ship.
Oh, really?
USS Kearsarge.
Oh, that's got to be a trash.
Yes.
Okay, I lived through it. I'm here to tell a story.
That was only the opening chapter of what's going to be an outstanding adventure.
There you go.
Right, Devil Doug?
That's right, Dennis. You tell them.
Home sweet home. Camp Shoot. Second LAR, second map. Tent City, my new home. Restroom facilities, not pleasant. Money wheels. From which much hell and fire and lead will be unleashed upon the enemy. I'll be on this pig today. Camp Doha, the land of the army.
two bitches up here.
Where'd you stick those other waters?
All over on that side.
Nobody's been here for a while.
I know they're already out.
We're camping.
Fucking out today.
Hey, Juan, you got it? Juan. Oh, everybody put it down.
5:30 in the morning, though.
What, man? Like, you was good. Yeah, we're off on everything. Sure. I got no family in Mexico. Any day. Are you up? Never mind. Just carry that. Red 2, you up? Yes, we are, Staff Sergeant. Red 1.
Yeah, we just fucking
You up?
chain.
Are you sure? Go exactly as you as he is.
There was a step ladder, and I went and just jumped right over it.
Well, Staff Sergeant was looking at me. Don't see no pictures on the ring. Yeah, someone extend this shit. You American, huh?
Flip looks like
Hey, Ross.
What is you, Pat?
Never get out.
Patton, serial rapist.
Danny Patton, serial rapist.
Apparently.
/ animal lover.
Yeah.
I know, dude.
Hey, look, Patton on the right
Is my thug over there? Yo, Carp. Hey, 3 of you, come here. Don't make me pick you.
I already told Buddy to come over and help me.
Yeah.
Pickle! What?
Yes,
You over here yet?
come. Where's
Hurry up. Bill's betting already carried. Whipple, hurry up.
Yep, testing it out. March 19th, Wednesday, 6:37 p.m. thereabout. The regiment, fucking ready for war. Got the tankers, mine clearing equipment on the front, the barrel space backwards. And this is LAR. Moving out. Okay, yesterday was actually Operation Nevermind. This morning is March, whatever this says, Thursday, March 20th. We're actually geared up for war.
Don't take them out of candy.
Note to backpacks strapped to the side of the pigs until you carry all your crap. Last night's move into position was canceled because the darn army was
Be sure you're on RT
not
too,
ready yet.
Whitefire. This has to be open, I think.
So everyone's doing their last minute toothbrushing and pack strapping. And we're supposed to roll out of here anytime soon. Move up to the tactical assembly area, about 7 kilometers from the border. To the right of the army, I think. With the 1st Marine Division to our right. And we're starting to rock and roll here. And this is how we say good morning to Iraq. right, it is Friday, 21 March. And we are finally getting ready to cross the line of departure in Inter-Iraq. We read that our brothers in the Marine Expeditionary Unit, British forces, are already engaged with the enemy in Gaza. We're about to be left hook. Pass through the 3rd Infantry Division and Army Unit. Those are AAVs, self-amphibious vehicle contracts. PK infantry troops, that's a LAV heading out that way. And those are all actually I think those are artillery. LAVs. We're going to be leading the way for mechanized infantry on AAVs, self-amphibious vehicles. They are following up. This is the border.
So the far wide must be the border, huh?
Yeah.
It's the border?
Yeah, this is Kuwait, the end of Kuwait, into the demilitarized zone, and then on the other side is Iraq. What'd you think about that, Lopez?
That's motivated, sir. I'm ready to go.
What do you think about that, Anderson? Third ID went through here last night and this morning and blew past an enemy who were bombed throughout the night. They pockets